And hello, everybody, and welcome to round 5 of the PDC Darts Simulator UK Open Tournament. Now, the first thing you may notice, if you have been following us throughout, is that this is not the order the matches were drawn in. Well, I took some liberties of rearranging the order. The matches, of course, are the same, but yeah, I moved the best games to the end. Why? Because I can. Anyway, so yeah, this is probably the order or something similar that they would put them in if it was a real PDC event. So I decided, hey, it's my show. I'm doing the same thing. So yeah, MVG goes last. Anyway, so in this part, we're going to see these 8 matches, draw the quarters, play the quarters, and then draw for the semis. So a lot of stuff going to happen here. So let's kick this off with Daryl Gurney and Jelle Clausen. We're still best of 19. I think Gurney wins this, but we'll see. He does. Pretty solid game there. 10 to 8. And not the best from Clausen. So we will go ahead and get Gurney. Actually, we'll remove Clausen from the draw. Up next, we have Robbie Green, Krzysztof Ratowski. Green, definitely a surprise to be here. Ratowski, not as much. Wow. What is it with Robbie Green that his opponent just forgets how to play darts? He averages 82, goes 10 for 45, and wins 10 to 8. He's been doing it the entire tournament. It's been unbelievable. I don't understand how this keeps happening, but it does. Ratajski definitely choked that one. He had a TV quarter in his hand, and he just lost it. But Robbie Green, he is going on despite the fact he does not have a tour card. Amazing. Next, John Henderson, Cristo Reyes. Hendo, 10 to 9 on double 16. That's not his usual number. How'd he get there? Oh, 62. He had triple 10. Yeah, he's a tops and tens guy. It's like Reyes, from 81 and didn't even get a dart at the bull. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he did not do his job there. All right, so 88.55 for Hendo and a 10-9 win. 89.27 for Cristo. And Cristo is erased from the draw. Up next, we've got Joe Cullen and Gerwin Price. And who's going to take it? It is Gezi, the Iceman. He takes it 10 to 8. It's unusual that Price would only hit 180 and still win. But that's just the way they go sometimes. Cullen is out. Price on to the round of 8. He's a finalist from this from a couple of years ago. All right, James Wilson, Mark Webster. And James Wilson is going on to the round of 8. Another good showing for him on TV. So we've got 5 of our 8 seats at the table. Who will grab the last 3? And I guess you could say that whichever 3 are eliminated are 3 that you definitely would have said were serious contenders to win the event. Some might disagree on a couple, but I would have picked any of these 6 as serious contenders. All right, up next we have Mincer Sulovic and Gary Anderson. They've met a couple of times on the big stage, to say the least. It's always a good one when they play. Whoa, Gary, where did that come from? 111 average. Wow. I'll have to stretch this out. He's scoring so high. There we go. Wow. That was a big game. It's the biggest score of the tournament so far, in fact. No one's actually even come close to that. It's definitely been a unexpectedly low standard of play. Like, we've had some games in the high 90s and low hundreds, but haven't been a lot of them, to say the least, and no huge games. Well, now we have a huge game. And that will be the end of Mincer Sulovic here in the round of 16. Next, we'll have Snakebite and the Bully Boy. These two are obviously more than capable of a huge game. Let's see what we get. We get 110 from Michael Smith. Peter Wright apparently changed his darts again, and this set he didn't like so much. Michael Smith obviously liked his set. 110 and a quarter. Wow. That is big time, Michael. Well done. Look at that. That is back-to-back 110s by those two. That is impressive. So that will be the end of Snakebite. He will be gone in the round of 16. And the last match, the two world champions, Michael Van Gerwen, Glenn Durrant. The matchup everybody's been wanting to see. I certainly would like to see it. IKMBG wins, but boy, this would be fun to see on the big stage late on a TV event. Alright, here we go. MVG takes him out 10-8. It was a good game, though, but just not quite enough from Durrant. MVG didn't play great either. He has yet to put up a really good score. He's not averaged a ton yet. He's been 97 to 99 every round, so he's been consistently all right for his standard, but he hasn't hit MVG level yet. That should definitely frighten the field that's left. He has not hit his top gear by any means. All right, so that will be all for Glenn Durrant. He's out in the round of 16. We have 8 names left: Daryl Gurney, James Wilson, Michael Smith, John Henderson, Gerwin Price, Michael Van Gerwen, Robbie Green, Gary Anderson. That's a pretty solid final 8 for a TV event. You got two world champions. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TV winners. So definitely got a lot of talent there. So let's do our draw for the quarters. And here we go. Up first we have Gary Anderson and Daryl Gurney. Should be interesting. Next we have Michael Van Gerwen, James Wilson, and I'm just going to arbitrarily put these two at the bottom because I can. So the first match will actually be Robbie Green versus John Henderson. Wow. One of those will be in a TV sim. Hendo's been to one, but yeah. And finally, we have Gerwin Price and Michael Smith. And a guy who can't type. Wow, look at that. So, what do I think of these matchups? Well, the first one, I mean, no offense to either of those guys, those are the two weakest players left. I think even they would probably agree with that. Although James Wilson and Henderson are probably pretty close, but I think Wilson's probably a little bit better, at least over the last 6 months. So yeah, somebody is going to be in a semifinal that you did not expect to be here. And at least a couple people are going to be in a semifinal that you probably did expect to be there. You got Gerwin Price, who's winning everything, Michael Smith, a world finalist, Gary Anderson, who won like 4 TV events last year, Daryl Gurney won a TV event last year, MVG, the best player in the world, and James Wilson, who, well, he's pretty good. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting quarterfinal. And we're going to see it right now because we've got plenty of time left in this video. All right, so first up we have Robbie Green, John Henderson. Who is going to be the oddball semifinalist? And it will be John Henderson. Someone finally showed up against Green. It just amazes me how like nobody showed up against him, and it wasn't like he was playing terrible, but it's like nobody challenged him, and someone finally did. Well done to John Henderson. He is making his second TV semifinal. I won't put any names down there because we don't know who's going to play who. Up next, we have the Iceman and the Bully Boy. And it is the Iceman taking out the Bully Boy. Look at that. What a big game. Wow. That's a little unexpected. Michael Smith averages just under a ton and cannot get it done. Hey, that rhymed. So it'll be Gerwin Price playing somebody in the semis. All right, next we have Gary Anderson, Daryl Gurney. This should be a good game. It is a very good game, both averaging 103, but it's the Flying Scotsman who will be going on to the semifinals, disposing of Super Chen. And last but not least, we have MVG, the world #1, against the Flying Biscuit, the Lethal Biscuit, the Flying... Never mind. That's a restaurant. Yeah, James Wilson, the Lethal Biscuit. Does he have anywhere close to what it takes to beat MVG? We shall see. No, not even close. MVG 10-3. MVG still has not hit his full stride yet. And let's see here, 10-3, 86.35. And there you have it. Our 4 semifinalists are going to be John Henderson, Gerwin Price, Gary Anderson, and Michael Van Gerwen. So let's plug all of those names into the drawer, and we will see what they draw. Who is going to get who? It will be John Henderson, Gary Anderson, which of course means we will have Michael Van Gerwen and Gerwin with a Y, Price. There we have it. There is our semifinal for the PDC Darts Simulator UK Open. That is going to be some good darts. We could be on our way to another epic MVG Gary Anderson final. I can't get enough of those. Those are always the best. But John Henderson and Gerwin Price certainly may have something to say about that. So it will be up to them to try to prevent that. So saw a lot of good darts today. Finally had a couple big games from Gary Anderson. MVG still not quite in form, but he is winning, so that's all that matters. Well done to John Henderson, a surprise run to the semis again. The other 3, I think, would say they kind of expected to be there. So good job to them as well for holding up their end. So if you like what you've been seeing so far, please do remember to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate that, and it really does help me out. So, yeah, try to do that if you can. Be sure to tune in for the next part where we'll get to see the first semifinal match, John Henderson versus Gary Anderson. And then we will see the second of MVG and Gerwin Price. So until next time, everyone, have a great day, and do remember to love the darts. See you, everyone.